Hello, Boogaboo. I'm back briefly because there was one more part of my winterizing that I forgot to do, and that is right here. Smoke detector. I want to take the batteries out of it. Yeah, did you see it just flash there? So I want to take the batteries out. Not that this thing starts going off in the middle of the winter and people are running around saying, "Where is that alarm?" So I'm just going to pop the battery out of that. So that's that. Put this back where it lives up there. Got the batteries out. I'll just put them on the table over here. And I just want to point out one more thing. Let me just set this down here. There, I just put my flashlight on my phone. Help you out. So I just wanted to point out that we leave pretty much everything on the boat all winter long. The only thing that we take home are the perishables, the food, and stuff like that. Any leftover beers, but you know there's not going to be a lot of leftovers with those. So that all goes home. But all this stuff, like all cleaning supplies and everything, just stays on the boat. So as you can see, I just put it in the sink just in case something freezes and maybe splits open. So it doesn't make a mess and it'll just go down the drain. And the same thing in the back in the cockpit sink. There's a few things in there. And let me take a look here in the washroom. Yeah, so stuff that might break or freeze or crack, that just goes in the sink. Everything else stays on the boat. So I think I got Anchor Girl to take my clothes home, or some of my clothes, parts of my clothes, just so it can be washed. But a lot of other stuff, I can see towels and stuff in Anchor Girl's closet. Let me just take my shoe off here. Take a look in this closet. Yeah. All right. Well, our beautiful Sea Ray rain gear is still there. But as much as we can leave on the boat all winter, does stay on the boat. Because what's the point of taking it home when we're just going to bring it back in the spring, right? So all the cups and dishes and that, because I've heard tell of people actually taking their dishes home for the winter. And stereos and everything else. So you can see I threw the fenders back here on the dock lines. And so that's what lives here. Now, normally on a regular winter, on a winter that would be shrink wrapped, there'd be a lot more in here. And I'll just show you a quick picture that I took last year at this time of the year. So because the bed was full of canvas and stuff like that. But since I'm leaving the canvas up, we got extra storage space. Came back out here. It's not too cold. We woke up this morning to freezing temperatures at home, and puddles. Everything else is froze. So I'm surprised that there's no ice here in the water, but the water's moving quite a bit, so that's gonna stop that from happening. Man, there's a lot of ducks out there. There's something making noises down there. I don't know if it's a bird or a... Can you hear that? It's got to be a bird. But something's growling down there. And there's a ton of birds here. There are seagulls up and down the channel flying through here, as well as a whole bunch of cute little ducks. I think they are boffleheads. Yeah, boffleheads and mergansers, they appear to be. And they are... Oh, and there's even a couple of mallards. I thought it would be kind of late, but it is still migratory season for those things. The mallards are around here all summer long, or all in season. But the mergansers and the boffleheads, they are migratory, so they head north for the summer, and then they come back down and they head south to wherever warmer areas of the world. Some are probably down the southern states. Not quite sure, but so it's neat to see. Like I say, I thought that they would have been gone south already. So today is, in real time, November 12th of 2023. So I would have thought that those guys would have headed south a long time ago. Maybe they couldn't book a flight. I say that in jest because in the spring, there's an area on Lake Simcoe that I frequent when I'm going back and forth to work. And it's an area on, there's a little tributary river that runs down there, so that's one of the first places to open up in the spring. It'll be clear of ice, just a small area, and man, oh man, you should see all the birds. There are birds of many feathers that are there, and they all seem to show up there within a couple of days. And I've often joked to Anchor Girl to say they must have all booked the same flight from the south, from south to come up here. And yeah, there's all sorts of different beautiful birds there, and they all congregate in that area because they're waterfowl. I shouldn't say birds, they're waterfowl. So they need some water to land in, live in, and float around before they carry on their trips. But it's amazing to see how many cluster just in that one little area every spring. So I also wanted to let you guys know that I have to change this sign. I have to alter this cat on board sign. I need to order an S. Because next year it's going to say cats on board. Now this is a decision that we didn't make just on the spur of the moment. We had been talking for quite a while about getting a companion for little Tiny, because when we're away from home, especially this time of the year when we're out and about on the weekends, we didn't want to leave him at home alone for too long, and maybe go away for a weekend, go away, spend a night at a hotel overnight. So we needed a companion for little Tiny, and so I would like to introduce to you our newest little crew member, Mocha. Yeah, he's a cutie pie. We got him, he was about 8 weeks old. Actually, our daughter had some influence on his procurement, shall we say, but we're really happy to have him. And those two guys are getting along famously. They love each other. They're best buds. They play, and they play rough sometimes. Now, I know a few of my followers had asked in the past about what it's like to have a cat on board the boat and how much we love it and what we have to do and blah blah blah. So yeah, it's been a blessing to have him with us, little Tiny that is, and again for companionship, that's why we got little Mocha, and we're happy to have him, and we're looking forward to his companionship, shall we say, on the boat, because I can never see us not having a cat on the boat. So now we're gonna have two. So what fun is that gonna be? Hoo-ha! Yeah, so I hope you guys will look forward to having seeing two pussycats on the boat with us all the time. It's gonna be different, simply because the little guy that we have, little Mocha, he is a handful, and he's got a very vivid personality. Is that a good term? Strong. He's a wild one. He's a crazy one. So I'll see how it's going to go on the boat, but we'll work it out. He may end up going swimming accidentally once or twice this summer, but that's okay. We'll be sure to fish him out right away. Hopefully that doesn't happen. We only ever lost Tiny once. He was just not paying attention, or started chasing a bug or something. In the water, he came out like a shot, and he never did that again. So he earned some respect for the water and the fact that he doesn't want to be around it. He doesn't want to be in it, shall we say. So he's been really, really good on the boat, sort of self-policing, if you know what I mean. But this little guy, like I say, he's a handful. So he may just get away from us one day, and whatever, we'll see. But he'll be fine, we'll be fine, and we're really looking forward to having him travel with us, as I am hopeful that you'll enjoy having the two of them in the background of some of my shots. Yeah, so that's it for today. It's a nice sunny day. Just felt like getting out of the house and coming up here. I wanted to do that with the smoke detector. The mallard. I just wanted to see what it looks like, and as I said, I thought that we may have a little bit of skimmer of ice here under the boat, but that's not happening. It's still been quite a warm autumn. With next week, it's going up to 11 or 12 degrees Celsius. So that's going to be in the low to mid 50s Fahrenheit, which is just, wow, super warm for this time of year for this area. But we'll take it. Why not? I'd live with this these conditions all winter. Not good for nature, but it's happy to we're happy to see it, and we're happy to have it, so it's not too ice cold, because not a fan of the winter. Yeah, so that's it for this one, and I plan to come up at least once more. I want to check something in a couple of weeks, And so I'll bring you guys along and see what it's like. Maybe, I doubt we're going to have ice by then, because like I said, it's supposed to be warm over the next couple of weeks. But we'll see. We'll play it by ear, but I'd like to come up here at least one more time and just check things out. Because Anchor Girl and I are looking so forward to the upcoming season, for the season of 24, at being at this facility. Yeah, it was a good move. It was a great move, and we're so happy about it. So, and I will look forward to bringing you guys along for that too. Yeah, so let me know what you guys are doing during the off season. If you're not able to boat anymore, if you're like us and you're stuck out of the water until April or May, let me know what you're doing. If you're planning any projects on your boat for this winter, or if you're planning to go away or whatever, yeah, leave me a comment. Let us all know what you have coming up. If you are planning to go to any of the boat shows, when I shared my boat show video a couple of weeks ago, I left a list of 20 or more boat shows that are upcoming for this winter. So maybe you guys be able to get away and buy some neat toys for next year. Alrighty, and until then, I will look forward to your comments as usual, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Well, I took a drive over to where our summer slip is going to be. Might be a little noisy. They're power washing the hulls, but this isn't exactly where we're going to be, but this is the portion of the marina where we're going to spend the summer. And look at that, there is ice here in the river. Still a beautiful day, man, oh man. It's just above freezing, the air temperature right now, but sunny. It's nice. So looking forward to the summer. So looking forward to summer here at this marina. Gonna be awesome.